Hello, I'm live. Testing, testing. 1 2 1 2. Look, guys, I don't know if this is working or not. I think the microphone's working, but we'll just check and see. Right, hello and welcome, guys and girls, and anybody watching. I'm not too sure all who's there, but just thought I'd do something different. I was on YouTube Live the other night talking on SUAS News with a couple of guys way above my league, really, to be honest with you. But I had the camera set up and the microphone set up, and while it was set up in the shed here, I just thought I'd go live. Now there might be a wee bit of a delay, and things might not go to plan here. Currently using a wee setup. If it's an action cam, I get up with a modified lens and big microphone here, as you can see. So hopefully the setup's working okay. I'll try and keep that out of the way. So I'm just going to do a quick live update. There's a new release out today. That's not a new release as such. Sorry, I should point out that this is a beta firmware by Autel, and they have released it out on the official Autel Facebook page on the site. So if anybody's wanting to try this new firmware, version 1.3.3 is now available for the Autel Evo. And hopefully, according to the release notes, that it will help smooth out the flight characteristics of the aircraft, bug fixes, and the big one being that it has apparently, we will soon see, helped with the yaw smoothness on the camera and helped the horizon and stopped the wee bit of jitteriness that we have seen lately on the Autel Evo. Still a brilliant wee machine. I still love it. Taking photographs with this wee machine has been brilliant lately. It's just the video that has been playing up. So a few people have already updated the Autel Evo to this beta firmware. I'm going to do the same, and I'm going to update mine. We'll get it out for a test flight here later on this afternoon or this evening, and we'll see how it goes. Hopefully, fingers crossed that it's going to work. So while this is in the show, I just thought I might as well go live for something different. A couple of computers up, so I'm streaming on this computer that you can't see, and I've got the laptop here. So if you want to get this firmware, you need to get yourself an SD card. Get the SD card formatted, FAT32. You want nothing on the SD card except for a blank, empty root menu. You want to go to the Autel website. You're looking for the firmware beta program on the Autel Robotics website. You obviously can't see everything because it's not great view, but you go down here and you go down to the bottom of the beta program and you fill in your name. Fill in your name. You fill in your email address. Hang on. You fill in your name, you fill in your email address, and once you fill in your name and email address, then you also go in and you have to click and agree to the terms and conditions, because there is some disclaimers in there for this firmware. So you should submit that, and then obviously this should take you then through to the program release notes. Here we go. Flight controller version is now 00184. The camera firmware is 0.2.04. Controller 0190. Remote control player 1.1.11. Image transmission, blah, 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 blah. We'll go down through them all. The gimbal here now is on version 1.1.1.1. So we'll go on down. Now this will probably come through as a bin file. So you download the bin file to your computer. There's it downloaded. Once you download the bin file to the computer, it's actually taking a wee while. The internet's a bit slow here on the laptop. On this computer, I'm using another directional antenna. And for any of the other guys, Thomas O'Sullivan, how's it going, buddy? Listen, sorry. I see you're on there commenting. You commented on the other thing before I actually even went live. Good hearing you, buddy. Thanks for leaving a wee message there, mate. Appreciate that. I haven't been on YouTube lately. I've been planning to be on YouTube here a lot more. I've just been so busy lately with work and other things in the house and home, and then with the camera messing about a wee bit on the Evo 2. I haven't really been getting as much video as I hoped with the Evo to try and bring a video out. And I'm not going to start putting videos up online of bits of shaky gimbal. I'm hoping that Autel get this fixed, and I hope Autel better get it friggin' fixed fast, because they really have my eye. I like this wee machine, but because of the gimbal problems, it's really been putting me off. You know, for photos and stuff, brilliant. So I'm hoping now this will be the end of that nonsense with the shake and the gimbal, and we'll be able to get some half decent footage. So anyway, the bin file is downloaded. Once the bin file is downloaded then to your computer, you want to open it and show it in the folder. There we are there, version 1.1.3. You want to right click on that. If you're on Windows, right click on it, go to copy. Then find your SD card. There's it there, the SD card's empty. You want to paste this firmware directly into the root of the SD card. So it's in the root now of the SD card. If I remember reading the release notes right, what you actually do, we'll go back and we'll have a wee look. Updating the firmware here. Make sure you power off both the aircraft controller to complete the update. What's it? Hang on, where are we? Make sure you power off the controller. Once the update is complete. Make sure you power off both the aircraft to complete the update after early. Please note this firmware does not include battery update. Download here. What's new? Blah, blah, blah. Where have I seen this here? Right, yes, I thought I was just making sure I wasn't doing anything back to front and I had this sorted. Right, so what do you want to do? You want to turn on the aircraft controller actually first, if I can find it. So you turn on the aircraft controller, let that power up. You turn on the aircraft as well. Let that power up. Now you want to have the aircraft sitting somewhere level. Obviously later on, I want to do a gimbal up there, gimbal. You let everything power on and you let it all boot up first. You don't need to have your phone or anything connected to the controller. Once everything is powered on and connected and put it up, and you've got at least 50% battery and everything, this is the tricky bit. Well, it's not tricky, but you want to get the SD card with the firmware on it. And while the Evo is turned on, you want to get the SD card and pop it in there while it's on. It should recognize that there's firmware on the SD card. You start getting info on the controller here telling you that it's updating. It's unpacking the firmware. It'll go through everything and it'll start downloading. There you go, if you can see that. Sorry about the light in here, guys. You see that it's downloading the firmware and it's unpacking, and it's now updating all the components of the Evo. So who was that? I see somebody there saying they're enjoying something. So this, while this is updating, it's up to 50% already, by the way, but we'll have a read of the comments. Right, Thomas, already got you. I know you're there. Lon Denard, you didn't know there were problems, mate. Lon, is that? Lon, not major problems, just on the gimbal, on the yaw axis. Whenever you were making the yaw with the aircraft, the yaw motor, to me personally, I felt that the yaw motor had a far too little power going to the yaw motor. And maybe sometimes in heavy winds, or if you were trying to yaw the aircraft, the gimbal was sometimes jittering to catch up and stay in line with the aircraft heading, if that makes sense. So not that it was bad, but just was something that needed to be fixed. A lot of people told Autel apparently this is a fix, so hopefully we'll see. Lon, good. You're enjoying your Mavic 2 Pro. Good job. I'm glad you're enjoying it, mate. It looks good. It does look good job, I have to say. Looking at it online. There's the wife. What?
He's upstairs playing on Xbox.
Who is?
Nobody else is here.
I'll be in the second one. There you go. How to get interrupted live. That was the wife. She's not well. In bed, and the kids are messing in the house there. Anyway, the Mavic 2 Pro does look good business. I have to say, it really does look good. Big thing for me there and on, but as much as the camera and all that, Mavic 2 Pro is great, and it does a lot of stuff that the Evo can't, and it's a great wee machine. DJI, I have the Inspire. I had the Mavic Pro. I got rid of the Mavic Pro, but DJI's no-fly zone and no-fly thing, that winds me up. I'm telling you, it gets me wound up something shocking. That's the only reason. But anyway, right, who else is here? Tom asked me, blah, 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 Tom O'Sullivan, good stuff. All right, you're all talking amongst yourselves, right? So there you go. This is still upgrading the firmware, so it's taking a wee while, but it should get there. Hopefully, once this firmware gets all up and running, we'll get out later and we'll get it tested, and we'll see if it does make any difference. I've seen William there on Facebook. Have we look where William is? Can't find him now. He's gone. William was on Facebook anyway, and he messaged me this morning. That's how I found out about the beta firmware, and then Autel had released it as well. He was showing me, and he showed me, and I'd seen a video of his online, and the yards. No problem, mate. It's good hearing about them. I think it's good to hear other people's thoughts on it. You know, it does look like good stuff with one-end sensor. If it, for instance, wee video the other day there, 16 machine, especially with a 10-bit. It's just a pity it didn't have 60 frames per second. I know a lot of people are saying it doesn't need to do 60 frames a second, but you use some slow-mo recording 4K to future-proof it, and also to be able to crop in and stuff for zooms and stuff, you know. By the way, guys, sorry you can't see. I'll move this microphone. It's not really doing anything fancy, but it's just here. Still firmware. It did say that the firmware was upgraded. Oh, firmware was upgraded. Must have been just one part of the package. It's obviously updating different parts of the system. It's going through everything and updating all the ESCs, the RC said, people said the flight control was up. It says estimated time remaining is about another 4 minutes 6 seconds. Once that gets up so far, it maybe go a bit faster, because as far as I remember, the ESCs I think are still on the same firmware. You know. Listen, guys, while I'm on here, I'm going to see if I can grab the link to this video, and I want to share it in one of the other groups here. If I can figure out how to do it. I'm not going to be able to figure out how to do it here, I bet you. Right. See, that's the thing about whenever you do. That's the thing about whenever you do live. Whenever you don't talk, everything goes silent for a wee second, which is a wee bit annoying, I'm sure, for people. You know, listening to the deadly silence. You know, but. I can't find my own link. I'm on YouTube Live and I can see myself on the computer here. I can see myself. Look. I can see myself live on that, but I can't find the link to my own live video. And I've got two mice here. I've got two mices, one's for one and one's for the other, and I'm trying to figure out which computer I'm on. I can't even find the link. There we are, live. Is this it here? Live now. Is this it here? Probably the name. Right, we'll pause that. We'll close that. I'm going to go on the Facebook here a wee second. I'm going to go on the Facebook and I'm going to go and share this here. Where are we? Facebook. Oh, come on. With this laptop, the internet's that slow, like I say, because the house is. I'm out in a wee shed here. And the house is not that far away, but it's about 3 away. And the Wi-Fi off the laptop isn't reaching really good. Whereas this computer here, I've got a directional antenna outside, and it points to the house, and it's full of the bar. There's no problems with the internet that way. So Evo's still updating and still extracting. Let me see. Let's look through the comments again here. Then don't worry, that's okay. Yeah, the sensor's 5.5K, which is nice. The 10-bit needs 265 is good. Your Evo was away back to Autel, is it? The real deal? Oh dear, sorry about that, mate. Have you used the manual pan mode on the Evo? You can't look around. I've never seen that you can look around there long. I know you can look down. I've had the goggle or the VR headset on. Put your phone in the VR headset and you look up and down. That the camera of the aircraft moves up and down. But actually, whenever you turn side to side, the camera doesn't move side to side. You know. But we'll see. I don't know this. She's in up there. I haven't heard of that. I've heard nobody talk. To be honest with you, I know the it almost does 360. You know, the reason why I love the Evo is, like I say, I know a lot of people don't really sort of agree with it, but the fact that it doesn't have no fly zones for me is a big, massive plus. And eventually they might have to come because it might become law, because there's a whole big thing here in the UK at the minute. There's draft legislation and a consultation going out, and there's a whole pile of stuff in it for drone users, and it seems to be targeted completely at drone users. Doesn't seem to be targeted at anybody else. But they're talking about bringing out this FIN system, which is a flight information notification system, where they're going to want us to have to, up to 5 days in advance, advise the CAA, the Civil Aviation Authority, or some way through NATS, the Air Traffic Service or something. We're going to have to log our flight plans, let them know where we're going to be flying, how long we're going to be flying for, flight paths, all sorts of stuff, up to like 5 days in advance, which isn't realistic. And they're talking about council wardens getting the authority to be able to fine us if the catch is flying off public land. There's one that belongs to them, they can fine you and all sorts of crap. It's getting out of hand. So it is. But if the no-fly zones ever come to the Evo, well then I'll probably just get rid of it. To be honest, I've got the Inspire. I'm not even going to update it because, well, I'm on an old firmware on the Inspire and I'm not going to touch it. Just leave it the way it is because I'm happy because it can fly wherever it wants. But if anything ever happens, I'll be going back to the old machines here. I was nearly going to sell that. I was tempted to sell that, but I think I'm going to hold on to it now actually for a while, you know, just in case. So the reason, the deal breaker was no-fly zones, and the Wii controller, basically with its own wee screen. You don't even need your phone. There you go, whiz it up, fly it, take a picture, snap, take a bit of footage, record, down, land, and that's it. And it does the job it's supposed to do. It's pretty good. It's a good wee machine. It is cool, you know, it is a good wee machine. Right, guys, so it says the upgrade is now successful. So there we go, if you can see that. Upgrade successful. Is that back to front? I'm just noticing, guys, look, I'm looking at myself. Anybody want to give us a wee comment here and let me know if I'm all back to front? That's supposed to say West Beach. I'm looking at it here and it's actually back to front. Maybe it's only back to front to me because I'm watching it and it's giving me a mirror image. But maybe for you it might be the right way around. I'm not too sure. Right, guys, so it says update is successful. So basically all you have to do now is turn off the aircraft, turn off the controller, shut it down. Once that's shut down, you want to get your SD card again. I'm going to check this. Sometimes the SD card, it's the right way around. Good, Thomas. Cheers, mate. Thank you. It's back to front here for me. I'm going to check the SD card here now and make sure that well, that was good. So the SD card, after the Evo had finished updating itself, the actual SD card actually it formatted itself as well while it was in the Evo and deleted all the files, the original bin files and extracted files off itself, which is good because the likes of the Typhoon H and other things that I've updated in the past before unpacks a file and it leaves them all on the SD card and it leaves it a mess and you have to take it out and format it. So, guys, the next thing only really to do here for me then is to basically get this on. And whenever you do this, I'm going to check the firmware. To check the firmware, you are going to need your phone for this. Power it back on. So after you do your update to the Evo, should be on version 1.3.3, which is a mix of firmwares. The 1.3.3 is the overall firmware. But I'm going to check them all here just to make sure. And then once this is done, the biggest thing, obviously, The biggest thing we're all looking for here now is the gimbal. And then before you go out for a flight, once you do the update, once you go for a flight, you need to put the Evo on a nice level surface, as nice and level as you can. Even if you have to go and find a spirit level, bubble level, use your kitchen table, set it on there and make sure the table's nice and level. And set the Evo down, don't touch it. You need the phone in the latest app. I'll tell everybody probably has the latest app already anyway. I'm sure you do. You need to go in. Firmware versions. There we go. For 1.84, good. Camera 2.04. Player 1111 127 127. Gimbal was the main one 1111. Gimbal autumn, so the gimbal's good to use calibration horizontally and still. And there we go. So it's calibrating. Right, guys. Once this is done, then obviously I'm gonna finish the live and I'm gonna split on head and hopefully get a wee flush. She's not well and the kids are on the bike going mad. But another thing I wanted to do now, I know everybody's jumping on the hype train here at the minute because the Zoom for only one reason. It's actually for not to show everybody how to do a dolly zoom with it, more just show people the dolly zoom, and I want to show you how to edit it. If anybody's using Mora, which is one of the editors I would use, it's quite easy to use. Or Adobe one. It's very simple, runs on Windows or Mac. Cut, splice, trim, split, transitions, music, everything's there to use it. There's no fancy stuff, and you can't actually create your own, but you can download special effects and put them in. So it's quite good to use. Does up to 4K, does everything I need. It's called pan and zoom, and if you use the pan, if you use the picture zoom 4K, and it's almost like a 4 times zoom, and then you can create a reverse. So I'm going to make the how to do it with a job. One to share from reports on here. These are saying that the stream has gone poor. Internet connection seems fine. Everything seems fine. It's maybe because I've got everything on here, guys. That's probably what it is. Right, I'll turn this all off. Right, guys, hopefully I'm back again, and hopefully the stream has sort of came good a wee bit there for you. But that's it. Just thought I'd go live for something different to do today. I haven't been on YouTube in a long time. Just thought I might as well come back. This is set up in the shed. The camera and the microphone was here, so I just thought I'd go live, do the update because it's out today, and just have a wee chat with you guys. And hopefully the stream came live again there, good. Maybe because I'm in the shed, the Wi-Fi turned it there again. Right, nothing else I can do other than get out here now and give this thing a test just to see now. That's the gimbal calibrated, the firmware updated. We're all ready to rock and roll. We're on the beta version 1.3.3. If any of you want it, head over to the Autel Robotics website or go to the official Autel Facebook page. You'll find at the top of the official page that Hongfei, or I think that's Hongfei, has pinned the post to the top of the page with a link to their site, so you can go there. You can get the hey man, the sun was shining in. Sorry, I didn't even realize the sun was shining in here a minute ago. The sun's gone away. The sun was shining at the start, and I just kept them in. There's my eyes. You would see my beautiful eyes, right? Right, guys, listen. Where you going? I'm already live, Dave. What are you talking about? Right, listen, I'm going to spit on here. You all missed me. You're all coming on too late. I'm away now. We'll get you. All right, Ian. It was, mate. It was sunny. It's getting warm in here, I'm telling you. Anyway, as we said, the heat's building up. Right, guys, we're all updated. We're ready to rock and roll. I'm going to go out and give this wee Evo test. Hopefully, they've sorted out the awe on the camera. Hopefully, it's going to be an awful lot smoother, easier, and nicer to control. And we'll come back with some results. And then, like I say, I'm going to come back at some stage here and show you, for anybody using Wondershare Filmora editor, I'm going to do how to do a dolly zoom with Wondershare, because not a lot of people use it. Really, everybody's using DaVinci and all sorts of crap that I don't use. Right? Hold on. Really cool, man. Right, I'm away. I'm going to end this stream. We're going to click end. All the best, guys. Take care. 73. So get you all later. And we'll come back with a report at some stage and let you know how this gimbal's behaving on the Autel Evo. And if it's any good, we'll maybe try and get a bit of footage up and let you see a bit of footage from the Evo at long last. Because if you've been following my YouTube page, you'll probably notice that there hasn't been very many videos lately from actual video, flight video from the Evo. So that's something that we'll get sorted. Right, who's that? I don't know who you're talking to. Right, Ian, get you later. Right, Thomas, Lon, I don't know who you're talking to. If I get a chance, press and hold the screen and move it left and right and see what happens. Right, yes. Yes, I know you're talking about now for the camera to see if the camera moves left and right. I know, yes, I will. I know you can do that in the Mavic. I don't know if you can do it in the Evo. I'll try it and see. Right, I'm away. Bye. Thanks for the tip, Lon. I'll test it and let you know if it worked or not. Bye. Right, Thomas. Right, Ian. All of you who were commenting, we'll see the real deal. What's he saying? I don't know what he's saying. It's fine right away. It's bad. I don't know. I got lost in the comments. Right, I'm away. Bye-bye. Simone. Hee hee.